You don't see a lot of those around.
71.
Oh, really?
70, 64. This one will cool down more as well, but I'm not going to sit here and wait.
So this is your Optiplex tower.
Here's another beast. This is a Westinghouse Mobile Air. I made a video of this one when I got it. This is the one that somebody must have used some form of coil cleaner and didn't rinse off the condenser very well because it's eaten up. It does still cool pretty damn well though. Really like this style grill.
So I understand why you would get one.
You hear how smooth this compressor sounds and how quiet this fan is. Turn it up to high, the fan is still quiet. This one takes forever to build head pressure. I mean, I can turn this one on and wait 10 minutes and it's still not blowing cold. But if I come back in like 20 or 30 minutes, the whole coil is cold. It's producing a ton of condensation. You know, the lines are cold going back. I mean, it's not low on charge. And then, you know, after you've run it a few times, it'll get cold pretty quickly. It just takes forever for it to initially build charge. So we're not going to see it get cold today. But you can hear there's some gas flowing around in there. Matsushita rotary as well, if I didn't mention. Go ahead and start up this Gibson.
Better cooling, stuff like that. If we get this graphics card out of here, that would be excellent. And then you have the small form factor.
5,000 BTU unit. Nothing yet.
Anyway, small form factor. You get this obviously. Small.
I like these little WCI units. These have Macmillan fan motors in there. Looks like a Macmillan fan motor. And unfortunately, both of these, this one and this Frigidaire here, have LG rotaries in them. Although they still are pretty damn smooth. They work pretty damn well. Although I'm not really getting any cooling. Yeah, starting to. This one I do believe is a bit undercharged, but not. I don't know, it's hard to say. It takes forever for it to build up head pressure, and it's not just the first time you turn it on. It takes probably a good 5 minutes to build up head pressure and actually get properly cold. But once it does, it doesn't ice up or anything, and it will cool a room just fine. But the unit on top of it, which is almost identical, it's a Frigidaire branded version instead of the Gibson, but it's an almost identical unit.
This is the one that I think is really freaking stupid.
This one,
this is a 9010.
Gets cold pretty damn quickly.
Now this one uses the same size board as the full-size desktop.
Once again, LG rotary, and it is running. It's just a very quiet and smooth compressor. It's like people love to hate on rotaries, but they can be very quiet and smooth and work well.
But that's it.
These also give you a vertical adjustment, although it's not too much. But I do appreciate it nonetheless. And horizontals.
So, no upgrade there.
Well, I remember this thing normally building head pressure. Like I say, I would turn these things on it forever. It's cooling down. I mean, it's getting cooler than ambient.
Out of all of the time that I've been dealing with these things, and I've dealt with a ton of these things, I've seen maybe once or twice where somebody's used a standard PCI slot, and they just got a PCI Express video card in here. This out this
starting to build head pressure now.
Once again, this is height
It's also starting to make a little bit of angry compressor noise as it does so.
Size cards. It's not going to force too tall. It also doesn't use a standard power supply. It's a different power supply. Why they didn't just use the same one, I don't know. But it's a different proprietary size power supply.
67, 66, it's getting there, 66.6, good number. We'll go ahead and cut that one off. And I'm not going to turn this one on, unfortunately, because it's got a time delay and it's not currently plugged in. That one's a 220 volt unit, so we're not going to turn that one on. We'll go ahead and turn this one on. This is a Frigidaire 12,000 BTU unit from 09, and these are junk, really. I just have this one because it's sort of a childhood unit, not this particular one, but the same model. And this one here has something you'll never see. It doesn't have bad fan bearings. Now, I had another unit that was the exact same, and it had bad fan bearings and a low charge. This one only had bad fan bearings. I put new fan bearings in them. I think they're 6202 fan bearings. I also took the grill off, but this is the grill off of this one. I took the other grill because it's not yellowed. But this unit, I put new fan bearings in. This one also has a GMCC, which I believe is Toshiba rotary compressor, whereas the other one had a LG.
Power supply. Now, I think
whoa,
it did
the
use
hell?
different connectors, but once again, you can get adapters.
Ah,
But it's a standard ATX size.
Quit moving
power
around.
Supply, right? Like this is. So you just put an ATX
Thing's got some big pinchers on it.
Use an adapter. And it was in like a thing that flipped up.
It's not very smart, though.
I had one of those.
Anyway, go ahead and turn this one on.
It is currently. I had one of those that flipped up. And then it had
Listen to that. It's still loud. These aren't really great units at all. But it's got a full charge, and it doesn't have bad fan bearings. Something you will never see out of one of these. I'm about to run out of time. 1606 is the last time I have, and
in that case, I completely understand. Mostly standard ATX power supply.
1554.
Full-size cards in there, so I completely understand why you would get a desktop form factor version of that machine. But these days, why the hell are they still making these? And why the hell are people buying them? Now, I'll say that I've seen a decreasing amount of these, but I still see a ton of these, a ton of these.
Yeah, this is going down good. This isn't our 22 unit,
That's not surprising at all. I don't know. I just don't see any sort
It runs good.
I only see negatives in this. It's just the same thing as that, but bigger. And unless you have a really specific use case where you need that half-height PCI slot, I just don't see what the purpose of it is. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know.